Hi everyone and welcome to hashtag junkjournaljuly. I found out about this hashtag because I was watching Bex from Black Whisper Crafts last night and she was doing Junk Journal July, and this is hosted by Meg Journals. So every day she gives you a prompt and you make something with that. So I just took I had some leftover, like the zombie pinup ladies. I had leftover fabric from that, and since it wasn't matching up right the way it was cut, I couldn't really use it again to sell a journal. I was only able to really make one. So I said, well, let me just get the extras, and I'll just make it for this journal. So you got the lady's leg over there all cut up, and just this one's arms holding some brains and some brains. See, they're all zombified and gross. So I just came up with this. I used a cereal box, and when I make my journals to sell online, I don't use cereal boxes because these are very flimsy. Cereal boxes are not the way they used to be. So I buy separate chipboard to make my journals so that they're more sturdy for people, because I don't want to give somebody something like this. But for me, it's fine. So the first prompt for July 1st was spark. And the first thing that came to my mind was a spark plug. And I said, there is no way I'm crafting with a spark plug. No. So then I thought about it. And the second thing came to mind was a flame. So what I ended up doing was, now I'm using all my scraps and things like this. I've been hoarding this, and I'm not hoarding it anymore. So I put it on here. And what I did was, for spark, here's my little candle. And I have Wink of Stella right there. I don't know if you can tell. I have it around the frame here. Here's some Gothic paper I had. And all the sparkles are from the folk art. This is called Black Ice, and that's what it looks like. I showed it recently in a recent video. And here's from my cut and collage book, one of them. So you got the flame there, and I have some Swarovski red crystals here that I put there, and I have some black ones and another red one here. So that is what I did yesterday for July 1st. July 2nd's prompt is postcard. So that's what I'm going to do. And I saved, this is packaging from Amazon. I saved it because I was going to do a true junk journal with nothing but junk. I don't know, guys, if I want to do that now. I'm kind of changing my mind. So I decided to use it in here. So now, let's do something for postcard. Now, I had a very cool postcard. It was a very old organ in a cathedral church. It was creepy and gorgeous at the same time. And I don't know what happened to it. It's somewhere, and I keep just making copies of it. I will not use it. I keep making copies, so I'll always have it. And I said, that's going to be perfect for this prompt, but I couldn't find it. So what I did was, my friend Deanna Grooms had sent me some postcards, and it's Edgar Allan Poe. And it says, for the moon never beams without being my May dreams. And so I'm going to put this, see, it's a postcard. I'm going to put that in there. But I also got some images of creepy postcards that I shrunk down to fit into this part of the book. I'm going to put those in here as well. So let me just make sure you're in frame. And I will glue this. Doesn't help with the fan, but at the same time, if I don't use the fan, Luckily, I don't need AC in my craft room. The fan works pretty well. It's just that everything starts flying all over the place. That's the only thing. So I'm going to put this down. I'm going to allow for a little bit of space. And I'm just going to cut this excess off. So apparently there was a Junk Journal January as well. See, I didn't know about that. So this looks like very something fun to do. Let's put a little bit more over here. And I love this paper, so I'm going to keep this scrap. Actually, let me put this behind it. Alright, so I'll show you some images I got. These were actual postcards that I shrunk down. So we have the lady holding her head. We have a couple of boys here with accompanying skeletons. That was pretty creepy. We have this bride and her groom is on fire. I don't know what that's about. And then we have this girl holding this pumpkin, and the pumpkin's on the side. So these are really creepy to me. And I'm going to kind of put them on here. I'm going to see how I want this. Alright, let me see how I want to do this. I'm trying to think too if I want. I think I want to rip the edges to make it. I like when the edges are ripped. So let's see how this comes out. I need a weight over here. Put this there. See if I can get away with this. You guys know I don't think, I just do. I just do, and that's it. And whoever it comes out, it comes out. I don't sit there. I have no ideas. I just have to do it right like this. However it comes, it comes. I don't know. Let me see. So I was going through the prompts, and they're really not. A couple stumped me a little bit, but they're really not that bad. So it should be good. Although, you know, it's always good to challenge your brain with things. If you get things that are, you know, too easy, you're not really, you know, working your brain, so to speak. Let's put that there. Put her over here. Imagine seeing her on your steps. Imagine for Halloween, you're passing out candy and you see this girl just sitting there. Alright, how am I gonna do this? Oh, I don't know. I'll figure it out. So I'll have to check out how many other people are participating in this. I think Leslie from Silver Moon Creations wants to join in. Alright, I gotta make sure I tear this. I can't I want to make sure I get this guy. His head is on fire. Oh. Trying to think if I have anything good to tell you guys today, but I don't think so. Usually I have some crazy story or something. Alright, I ended up cutting them a little bit, but that's not bad. Let's stick them down here. Edge a little bit. Oh, you know what I'll use too? I'll use my distresser. My Tim Holtz distresser. One of these. I've had it forever. Although, you can easily just use a scissor. You don't have to get anything fancy. And then I was thinking of putting this kind of at the top, and then you could just flip it to see the rest of the postcards. And I already I scored it already, and I thought that we could just put it like that, and then you lift it up and see all these goodies over here. So that's what I'm going to do. Of course, I'm going to ink this up with some vintage photo because you know me. White is no good. We need to age everything. And I think, too, that I'm going to distress. I think while I'm at it, I'm going to distress. What did I just do with it, guys? Here it is. I think I'm going to distress this part. Deanna, I know you're watching. Did you think that I was going to end up doing this with your postcards that you sent me? I love that. Look what it does to the paper. Paper, and it works nicely because it's a thick paper. If it was thin, if you were trying to do this on a thin paper, it wouldn't be this. It wouldn't turn out this good at all. So thickness, you'll get a different result if you know, with how thick. The thicker the better. And then let's just put some vintage photo on that. See that? So you have, it's all like that on the sides. And then I'm going to stick it. I guess I'll put it up here, but let me see, is that gonna, right, it covers them a little bit. We can't leave this like this. Let's distress this. You know what? Let's add some creepiness to this postcard. Let's give it some interest. Let's see. How about a bony hand? I I think that's pretty good. And I don't want to do it in stark black. Here's the hand. I want to use the vintage photo. So, I don't know how crisp this image is going to be because this is distress oxide, so it might not be that good, but I don't really want a crisp image anyway. I just want to get a little bit of this hand in places. Yeah, that's all I want. We'll have one coming up here. Let's have some fingers right there. Put one here. And then we'll do fingers. That was in the way. Fingers. And then more fingers right here. There. We gave it a little bit of interest. Okay? And now I will glue this part on here. And then it can finish drying. Let me just put that here. That's a bad idea. Let's put this here like that. Okay. Okay. And we'll put this just like that. Okay, so again, I'll show you. Yesterday was spark, so I did the flame, and I got my Swarovski red crystals, and I got my little black gems, and my black and blue and holographic silver on the sides. And then today we did postcard, so you have the Edgar Allan Poe postcard right here, which has all the distressed edges, and then you lift it up and you have all these postcards from the past and some creepy time. So remember, if anyone's interested, Meg Journals is hosting it, and it's hashtag junkjournaljuly, and then just tag Meg at Meg Journals, and that's all. And it's once a day. You have prompts. You can film once a day, or whenever you get a chance. You can do a bunch at a time. You know how it goes. So thanks for watching. Happy crafting, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.